Hello, Phantom Nova here, and welcome back to my channel and another episode of Planet Zoo, where we are playing in franchise mode in Legacy New, our second zoo in franchise mode. So this is actually my second time trying to record this. The first time I did not have my mic on, and I got 16 minutes in, so yeah, we're going to just pretend that didn't happen. So what we're going to do is work on getting this the barriers laid down, and what I did not realize is I thought this was only 6 habitats. It's not. It is 7 habitats. So I'd only planned on 6 animals, so we're going to go on and put the 7 in, and I decided to add the plain zebra as the 7th animal. But we can see here sable antelope, pronghorn antelope, and bison are going to be 3 of the animals. Okay, are going to be 3 of the animals. Plain zebra is going to be the 4th, and the other 4 are going to be springbok, African buffalo, and gemsbok. Why do those? Yeah, that's the 7. So we got bison, springbok, African buffalo, sable antelope, pronghorn antelope, gemsbok, and plains zebra. So we've started moving some of them into quarantine because we needed to clear up space. I did manage to get one good gemsbok. We'll have to search for some more. And got 2 good plain zebras, but what I really want to show you are these. Our snow leopards matured. So we are going to trade these. Size gene isn't great. Let's see if we can maybe get 700 for her. And since she's not a bronze star, we'll try. Let's do 625 for you. Your stats are a little better than your sister's, I think. No. They're so both. But she is a bronze star, so that is what we're going with. So let's see if we can trade them out. We are trying to earn our conservation credits back because we did spend a lot. Let's go on and move our gemsbok in. I don't know if where I clicked gemsbok to go. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to pull a lot of animals from Legacy Prime because we do have 888 animals there. So like our African elephants and our hippos, I don't want to spend the conservation credits or money to get new ones, so we're going to move them over here. Since Legacy Prime just isn't working. But yeah, I think we are good to go. So we're going to jump into the time lapse now so that we can work on the barriers. Because we need to get them in place so that we can get animals out of quarantine, get more moved into quarantine, and so forth. We are going to set up another staff area here, because two of the habitat entrances will be here, and we're gonna have more guest facilities up here, so it won't hurt to have more down there. One thing I did not show or did not say is what happened? Okay. We're gonna pull some more animals. I had pulled 36 animals from Legacy Prime over, but for some reason it didn't take. So I'll try to pull them over as well when we go back to get some of our other animals. But we're going to put more exhibits in. We have those 4. We're going to put more in around. But yeah, so let's go and jump into the time lapse, get this moving, and see if we can't get this area looking good. And I mean, look at how many guests are already up here. That's fantastic. I do need to just... I mean, we're not hurting for money now, but I still don't want to miss out on any donations. So let's go and put that in. But yes, let's dive into the time lapse, and I will talk to you when we are done. Okay, I think that's enough for the time lapse. For the moment, we are going to jump back into another time lapse in just a moment. But after that time lapse, I did do some stuff off of outside of recording just to get some stuff done. Just so that the episode wouldn't be but so long. One thing is I did move our African buffalo in. She's pregnant. She's pregnant from Legacy Prime, but I did move I moved all of these females from Legacy Prime along with the calves. So that almost finishes this area. We just have to get our Springboks in. And I think I still need to get a couple other animals. Yeah. I still need to get Bison from Legacy Prime, or Springbok from Legacy Prime, and I still want to get, I still need to get our male sable antelope, and potentially one or two other females. But we'll do that in just a little bit. So one thing over here that we're going to do is we're going to go in and get our drink and food stalls in over here to mirror this during the next time lapse. And then what else I did was over here. I did expand this just so that they have enough room, and they now have plenty of room. Double the space there and over double the space there. So they have enough room to continue to have babies. Ooh, she's 5-star. Because their social group can be huge. So the big thing is we will need to get rid of him soon. Not right now, but we will need to. Just in that because of his offspring and the ones that are coming. So we'll switch him out for a new male, but we'll be able to keep the female and keep them going. And same thing over here. Eventually we'll have to get rid of the male wherever he may be. There you are. Because you already have 6 children. Of course, most of them are male, so you're 3. How long do y'all live? 11. Actually, we'll get rid of the one female baby because we're going to have to get more females anyway because most of ours are aging. So we'll get some more Thompson Gazelle as well. From Legacy Prime. We'll get a few more of those as well. But as you can see, I did add some exhibits up here. We've got to get them put in. And we're going to continue this along here as well. But I did just continue this viewing. So they now have a much better viewing of for these. Still got to do a little bit in there. I was just getting some rough done. And one thing, we did sell all 3 of the baby our baby lions because they had grown up. We sold all 3 of them, and we actually even sold the okay, what's going on with this? And even sold the snow leopard as well. So with the money we had, I did buy some more Western lions. They're pretty good, females, I should say. And I didn't pay much more than this, so they just put it straight up without changing the price, which is great. So I got her, and then the other one, I guess, is in quarantine somewhere. Hopefully in quarantine. Yeah, there she is. She's a 5-star. She's not. She still has a good number of years to go. So we'll get that. We'll get them moved in. Hopefully, we can get some more babies from them because we're still waiting on our jaguars to grow up and our Siberian tigers. Not sure how long. I don't think they have a whole lot longer, both of them, but they do still have some time before they grow up. But then hopefully we can get more babies and start getting more conservation credits. But what I also did, and the biggest thing I did outside of recording is, you could just see it there, is I prepared for our birdhouse, bird boulevard, whichever, and that comes straight off of here, and we will see it now. So you walk up, and I'm only going to do this one story because none of the birds really need high levels, which I do need to fix that there, but that's fine. Don't need really high levels, so we're just going to do it at 1, so that we don't have to do, because I did sync this down. So we're gonna work on that. But I did do a raised. We're gonna do a wall under here, just so that it doesn't look like it's floating. But we're gonna do shops and exhibits in here. And so this is what we got. We got 3 exhibits. So we're gonna do the southern cassowary and the ostrich in these 2. I don't think it really matters which one's in which, but that's where they're going. This walkthrough habitat here is going to be for the peafowl, because all of these are large enough for the animals we have, so that's fine. We're going to do the flamingos here, and I created just a little walk path over, for mainly so the keeper can get over to what's going to be their shelter. And then finally we've got the king penguin, and so all 3, the flamingos, king penguin, and peacocks, are all walk-through exhibits. And with this, I did manage to get so that the outside is considered the barrier. This is separate, but it still holds the water, and it is included in there. So that is good for that. So that's what we're going to mainly work on right now, or in this time lapse. We're going to work on finishing this up, because we've got to get some of the staff buildings put in. I'm not entirely sure where we're going to put them, because I did not plan that very well. So what we might do is put a staff building right here, or the staff facilities, I guess, inside a building. Put them right here. And then the path can just connect right there, and that, I mean, they'll have some distance to walk for these, but I don't really know how else to do it, unless I take this center out, put them here, but that limits, we can't put guest facilities in. So I think that's what we'll do. We're going to get that put in as well, and we're going to probably have to put power over here as well. Let's go and just look at that. Yeah, we'll have to put power over here to cover this, and then I bet the water treatment, yeah, that's not good. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out where. So actually what we might do is put the staff facilities here. That does make it a much longer trip for whatever animals over here. And what we might do is just do a keeper hut right here that connects here. I don't really want to do that, but I think that's what we might have to do, just so that to feed these three, they don't have to go so far. The staff building, I mean oh, now I've forgotten what it's called. Staff room will still just be over here. Yeah, we're gonna just still have just one over there. Well, since we're already doing the keeper hut, we might go on and do one over here as well, because it probably wouldn't hurt to do a power station here just to cover anything here, because I don't think a power station over there. So that's what we'll do. We'll put in a few buildings here, get that connected, put the other staff buildings here to be connected here. We might do a second entrance that runs down along here too, or second staff path. So we're going to work on getting these buildings set so that we can go on and get the animals moved in. Once we get the animals moved in, because we have a lot of them, we're going to go on and get the shops and everything put in here, get the wall put down around here, again, so it doesn't feel like it's floating. And of course we're going to have to get the barriers fixed, because all of these are just null barriers, because I just needed to see how big it was going to be, how it was going to fit. But we are going to still just do these walls. That's all their barrier is going to be, except for like along here will be glass, and same on this side. We're going to go on and enclose these just so that the flamingos and king penguin feel like they have a little bit of privacy. But I mean, all this is going to be is just the wall that's under here. We're not doing anything extra over here. And then just basic wall there. So we'll get that put in, animals put in, staff facilities put in, and then we'll put the guest facilities in as well over here as well. Get the animals that are currently in quarantine moved in, because there's a few, not a lot, but there are a few. And then from there we'll fix this habitat. Since we expanded it, we need to fix both of these, finish we haven't started, fix the African buffalo habitat. And then from there, we'll get these fixed, and that'll probably be the time lapse and the end of the episode. And what I'm going to do after this episode, before next episode, I am going to do the next beauty pass. Finishing up through this road. I'm not going to do any further because not sure exactly how it's going to go, and we're not going to go much further than here because, again, not sure what's going to be on this side. But we're going to get our road to continue down all of this, all the way over. We'll get our sidewalks put in all along as well, all over here, and close all of the different staff buildings. Staff group buildings, get these encased as well, and that's going to take a long time, but we'll get that done. And then what I'm going to also do is go on and finish this, because I want to put a covered I'm going to make it like a covered pavilion. I've got to figure out what pieces I want to use because these pieces are just a little too small for such a large area. It's going to be difficult to do them with just over this small part here with what we've already done because that group there has 210. I'm trying to be very limiting on the number of items. I mean that because that one has almost 1500. That was one of the big problems with Legacy Prime. There's so many pieces, guests, and everything in the zoo that it just is troublesome. So we do see in Legacy Prime, I do have it set for 10,000. So I'm thinking, let's for now, we'll set it at 7,000. We'll see how that does. I don't know how quickly we'll get to 7,000. If it starts affecting our money, we'll change it. But for now, we're going to just change that. So yeah, I want to make this a covered pavilion, as well as this one over here. Which this is going to be a little harder to do since it's so many zigzags here and there, but we're going to make it a covered pavilion as well. We need to get some picnic tables put down. Hopefully they'll use them. And then I'm also going to get all of the education boards, speakers, and donation bins put down because we don't have any of that over here. We don't have any speakers here, and we need to put some more here and inside the area down here. And we actually need to get some information boards put up here as well, along with the conservation boards. We have none of them throughout the entire zoo, so I do want to put some of them. They're going to be just along the main roads. So here we'll put a couple down through there, along there, back here, like just these main roads are going to have the conservation boards. That'll just help limit where they are and how many. And then let's see, what else? I think that's really all for now. So I think we're going to go on and jump into the time lapse and continue working on this, get this done so that we can start moving animals in, and then finish the guest shops, and then fix all of these exhibits to the animals' liking. But then that's going to be the extent of our episode. And then I'm going to do the beauty pass like I talked about, and we'll see where it goes from there. I have some plans for over here for what our next potentially 6 animals are going to be, which you probably saw some of them. We're going to do Baird's tapirs, which I got some pretty good ones. I mean, they're decent. They're not great, but they're decent. We're going to do the Baird's tapirs, Komodo dragon, Nile monitor, Nyla, the aardvark, and the giant anteater. We're going to do 6 habitats here, on 3 on either side of the main road. It's going to be 2 separate buildings. We're not going to connect them like this is. It'll be 2 separate buildings with the guests going in it'll probably have an interior shopping area like most of the areas have. An interior shopping with glass viewing around for the 3 animals that are viewed on each side. But then from there, I don't have any plans. We'll probably find an animal to put in here. Because I didn't plan it very well, and we have that odd space. that in a city zoo would not really be there. So, without me rambling on anymore, let's dive into the time lapse, and I will see you when it is done. Okay, that is where we are going to stop. Well, one, the time lapse, but we're about to end the episode as well. So our Bengal tigers and jaguars finally matured. So what we're going to do is search for a new female jaguar, and I think we're gonna search for a male Bengal tiger. Bengal. I'm gonna have to just remember what I'm searching for, but because two of the parents are getting on up there in age. So we just want to go on and switch them out, and we're just going to use our just use two of our babies. We got to find ones that we can afford that are decent. Yeah, see. Wow, all of these are super expensive. Okay, so we're going to have to wait for the sale. Okay, so we sold one, but we're going to have to wait for the sale of the others. And as for the female jaguar, I'd really like to get another one of the, whatever you want to call it, opposite. Oh, that's not. It's male. Except that's male too. And that one has low fertility. Okay. I don't understand why. Sometimes I can click, sometimes I can't. Yeah, so we're going to have to just keep checking back as we sell some of the animals. Yeah. Whatever this is called, what is this? Yeah. I'd like to get a female like that again, but I mean, look at how expensive that is. We're not going to be able to afford that and a male Bengal. Yeah, that's... And that's female anyway. Look at that. That'd be great. So we're going to just have to wait until we can sell. Okay, so we sold our male Bengal. So we need to... Hopefully we can sell the other female, and we can sell two of our jaguars as well. But we'll see. And then also what I'll do is I'll see about selling some or releasing some from Legacy Prime while we get our the last few animals we need from there, being mainly our Springboks and American Bison. But I'm going to do that between now and next episode. And I'm also going to do pretty massive beauty sweep through all of here. Not this area. We got to figure out what we're going to put in this area. I assume we'll do just another small exhibit. Small habitat, just not sure exactly what. And then we do need to go on and get our shops and everything over here. But the big thing is we just got to get everything get like the donation bins, benches, trash cans. We need to get all of that put over here as well. But I'm going to do that between now and next episode so that we can start on our new habitat here. But yeah, so that is where we're going to call it. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Next episode, I am going to try to do more in real time, especially with this building. Do just maybe a little time lapse to speed the building along. I know I rushed through getting these in, but I really needed to get our animal storage cleared out. And we have now down to 15. So yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed. When we come back next episode, I will show you everything that we have gotten done, and then we will start on the next expansion. So until then, stay safe.